Hello. We are doing a little bit of fixing here, getting things going, making sure I can be heard online. All right, Roberta, Roberta, can you hear me? All right, so let's try Logan. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. And what is the name and race of your character?
Uh, character's name is Chris, and he is a Shimmarine, basically just a guy made out of crystal.
Very cool. And Roberta, can you hear us?
I can hear you. I'm having some sight issues. I
Just a guy
cannot
made out
find
of
my
crystal.
glasses. I know I look like I
Very
have
cool.
glasses on, but I
And
don't
Roberta,
have
can
the
you hear
right
us?
ones. I can hear you. I'm having some sight issues.
All right. Well, sorry to hear that. Hey, Dan. Dan Dazzle's joined us in the stream saying hello. Reno, can you hear us?
Hey, I can hear you.
And what is the names of your characters and their races, please?
My one name is Nosi. She's a Shirin. Kind of looks like some sort of an insect type of thing. She's a scholar and a mystic. My other character is Serena, who is a warrior type of operative type spy type of thing, acrobatic and sneaky and very talented.
Awesome, awesome. All right. Um, I need to check one other thing real quick, and we will go ahead and get rolling. So we have with us as well, um, off camera, we have back after a long hiatus. We have Fievel. So Bobby, tell us a little bit about Fievel.
Okay. A soldier. How do you pronounce that? I can't remember how to pronounce his race.
For a minute.
He's a
But
mouse.
like turn it sideways or the way it was before.
That's good right there, I think. Can't do that. Okay, fine.
Well, try that. See if it works better.
There you go. That'll do it right there. Nice.
There we go. Thank you.
Yep.
Did you turn your camera sideways or no? And then
Yeah,
and then
I
fix.
turned myself sideways. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Oh,
so
for the
now we have a
yes.
better view of everybody,
Except
and the stream can stop freaking out, okay? Calm down, everybody.
They're losing it. They're losing it.
That's right. And just want to throw a shout out real quick to Dan Dazzle. Those of you
Dan
who have
Dazzle.
watched the stream before, he pops in every once in a while. He's a streamer himself. It's Dan_Dazzle. Check him out. Go to Twitch. Whether you're ever going to watch him or not, follow him because he's awesome. Once you watch a couple of his things, you'll be hooked. And he's a good guy overall. So, Dan Dazzle, thumbs up to you. So, we have some new things on Fantasy Grounds. I think all of you have seen this except for maybe Bobby. So, if you guys want to, as a quick refresher, if you go over to the top right of the screen where the combat tracker and the party sheet, all that stuff is, there's a new way to change the color of your dice if you want to play around with that. There's also, if you click on the options, the normal options window pops up, and then down below there's now a new thing that says sidebar. If you click on the button that says sidebar on the outside of the options window, it'll then let you choose what little buttons are on the right. So where it says characters, classes, encounters, all those things, you can pick which ones you like, which ones you don't. So there's that. There's a couple other things. If you don't like the portraits being up in the top left of your screen, you can now change that. So if you put your cursor up on the top left next to Chris, you'll see a little lock. You can click it and unlock it and then move it around anywhere you want. Don't know why you would, but hey, it's there now. So you can do that. And when we get to the map, I'll also show you a couple new tricks that are available on the maps. All right, so
Yay.
Chris, Logan, did you get a chance to add?
Yeah.
It looks like you did not. Don't forget to add your skills. Let me
Oh yeah.
know if so the most you can have is 7 in any one. And if you're going to add one to your culture, then don't forget you'll get another language.
Yay.
All right, so yes, we are in the middle of a fight. Let's see, we make sure it's cleaned up because I was doing some other stuff with some other peeps. I gotta get rid of this guy. Gotta get rid of him. I guess we'll keep Zerail in there. She said thank you. She appreciates it. I'll make Nosi a nice guy again.
Bro. She's a lady.
And Serena will be friendly instead of hostile. There we go.
Yes, that's cool.
All right, and one of the other changes is the message of the day. So you'll now be seeing that whenever you log in. Just give you a little bit of a recap, maybe some pictures, other links that I think are important. So Logan, would you mind reading us the message of the day real quick, just to get everybody caught up?
I closed it already. I don't know how to open it again.
So I'll throw it to you, but all you do is go to the options, and there it'll be on the bottom of the message of the day. And
Okay.
actually, I can't share it to you, so you'll have to do that.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so we are continuing through the skyscraper, and we didn't we just finish up floor 16, or I'm pretty sure there were robots that attacked us as we were leaving, and I, it's been a while. Okay.
Yeah. I think that pretty much covers it anyway. So,
All
so
right, so
the robots have just attacked us, right? We haven't already, or have we already fought them?
so a little bit of explanation as you guys lay down to take a long rest, if you ever do, thinking back on what happened today and climbing the skyscraper. You will think about, gee, this poor cleaning robot has been in this room, maybe the rest of the floor, but at least this room for hundreds of years and cleaning. So obviously it doesn't take hundreds of years to clean. So it is very meticulous now. And as you guys stepped in and made depressions on the carpet and breathed dirty toxins in his space, he freaked out and came up, tried to clean around you guys, but he kept doing it. So he attacked you to get you out of the room. When you attacked the cleaning robot, the training robot, who up to that point had been nice and trying to get you to do a training routine, its security mode then kicked in, and damaging equipment is illegal, and so that's how the fight ensued. And here is the map for anybody who doesn't have it up already. And Chris, give me just a second. It should be all black because you're not there.
I can see everything.
There we go. Now it's black. Now it's ready for you guys. Yeah, I have the line of sight off right now, so that's fine. You guys should be able to see all of it. Because one, it's a cool looking map, and you all should revel in the beauty of the map.
Exactly.
And two, you've already seen everything, so it's okay. Line of sight isn't as important when you can see when you've already seen it.
Exactly.
All right, and so it is the robot's turn.
Oh, yeah, I love robots. I can totally do a ton of stuff to them.
We've already eliminated the cleaning bot, correct?
Yes, that was not a very. It's a cleaning robot, so
Right.
didn't have a lot to offer.
It's a cool picture, though. I gotta say. No. See it.
Thank you. And so if you guys open up on the very top of the map, you will now see there's a thing next to the lock that says toggle toolbar. So you can toggle it at will now. Before, players were not able to toggle it at will. You were under the mandate and the iron thumb of the GM. Only what he wanted was allowed to happen. Now you guys can just go willy-nilly toggling whenever you want.
Okay.
And the reason why you might do that is because, for a couple reasons, you have selection mode, so you can then, it opens up a little weird looking symbol. What that is you can just click on a token, or you can click anywhere on the map and then drag, and whatever was within that shape that you draw, square, rectangle, will then be selected. You can also do the same thing, and then what that means is as you move one, everything you're moving moves together. So you're not going to use that very much, but it's there. The other thing you can do is zoom to fit. So you can change the shape of the window. For maps, battle maps, you're probably not going to use it, but for if I show you a picture, then you can change the shape of the window that picture is in, like the cleaning robot, and then when you get it the right size, really small or bigger, whatever you want, you then click zoom to fit, and the picture will fit that. And Zorail is released.
Thank you.
But most importantly, besides the zoom to fit, that's what I use as a player a lot. But more importantly is the target mode and those other three options next to it. So for especially you guys throwing grenades, casting spells, you can target all the enemy units at once. You can target all your friendly units at once if you're healing people, stuff like that. You can also clear all your targets. So if you keep clicking yourself by accident or keep clicking the wrong one, you can just click that and it'll clear them all. And then the last thing is the target mode, and that's similar to the selection mode where it makes a little weird symbol, and you can either click your target or drag. So if you're throwing a grenade, drag in, and anything in that square will be selected and targeted. So I went through a lot of that really fast. Any questions on the toolbar toggle?
Apparati.
Yeah, why don't I have that on mine?
It should be right up in the top of the 16th floor bar. slate gray blue bar.
Mother fricker. Pick.
Okay, you don't have a map.
It's on the map.
It's on the image itself.
What's that foul language, young lady?
It's not what I wanted to say.
Feel free to say it. This is an adult ride.
There are different tags for when you're streaming. One of them is family friendly. This is not tagged as family friendly, so if you really want to drop an S-bomb, you can.
S-bomb was not even close to what I was wanting to drop.
Well, he's not going to sanction the F-bomb, so you're on your own there. That's all.
And do you want me to hardwire your computer? Make it go faster?
Crap,
Oh,
that's
that,
what's
that would be
different.
good.
Yes, please run that cord.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Who's first? Oh, the
Sorry,
robot.
guys.
So let me take the robot's turn.
Okay. And then I will go.
Ben, when you get back, can I have my character?
No. Do his character. I've got the cord, I think.
There you go. Fivel is released as well.
Okay. See. There
And
he is.
let me throw him into the tracker. Here is the map.
I got the map, but didn't have.
So give me an initiative when you get a chance, and Mr. Robot will go.
She is. Where is that? I forgot where it was.
I'm wired.
Main page. Nice. Nice.
I can barely
68.
see
All
shit,
right.
but I'm wired.
Yay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And my
23.
crystal.
23. 20 is 50, so 47. All right, so you see a bunch of little. All of a sudden, you notice some of the huge gouges and things that Serena and Zerael have done to it start almost sparking and flashing a little bit. And those of you who are engineering or inclined, notice little nanites repairing it. And it has a sort of second version of itself
Crap.
that's a holograph that's being cast. Makes it a little confusing, a little harder to hit.
I just got kicked off of FG. I'll be back in a second.
So it has a micro serrated long sword that it was retracted in its arm. That's it's now slicing off. Let's see, we have. I'm going to say it's pretty much a 50-50 shot here, since I don't remember exactly who heard it or to what extent. Um, so I'm going to say odd is Serena.
Wait, last time I played, I had
And he
a
rolls a 10, so
robot.
So he attacks himself.
You wish.
Real quick, I got a question. So what happened to the big robot guy?
Steve.
We sent him back to the
Steve.
ship
So
as a
Okay.
guard.
he can be here. That's fine. We'll talk about it after this fight. Give me just a minute.
That's fine. I didn't.
So he slices out with 19 on the die. That is going to be enough. A 39 is enough to hit. As the blade slices along, tears into Serena. And Nosi.
Nosi is going to use psychokinetic hand to lift the robot and smash it diagonally back against the wall and away from Zuriel and Serena. So I can go up to 15 feet. So I will do that. So do I need to do a save roll for that?
So I missed the very first part of it. What is it that you wanted to do? That you can move
I'm doing a
15 feet?
psychokinetic hand. Psychokinetic hand.
Psycho being the key.
Okay.
Yes,
I don't
exactly.
believe that does anything though. It doesn't do any damage, does it? Is that the wrong one? Am I thinking of the wrong one?
No, it does no damage, but it is like the force picking it up and flinging it somewhere. It's up to you to decide whether it's getting force and getting damaged because of hitting
Right.
against a wall.
But if you look at the weight
But
requirement of the psychokinetic hand, it's like
yeah, I'm not seeing it.
one.
Oh, it says one bulk or less. How much
Yeah.
does a robot weigh?
The robot is 10 bulk.
Okay.
Oh,
So I will use the psychokinetic hand to push his head hard back to hopefully trip him or hopefully make him fall over. Especially I'm giving him a
I'll be
push
right back, guys.
to the nose. To create what effect it would be, but it would be tangle, exhaustive fatigue,
So I
it would
don't
be
see that how. I'm pretty sure you would realize that that just really wouldn't do anything. It's a robot. Even if it was a person, I might let you, be like pushing them on a shoulder to giving them some reaction. But this is a robot.
okay.
It just doesn't do enough force to have any effect.
Okay, that's fine. Then I will utilize my laser pistol.
Okay.
And do a quick, accurate shot around Zuriel. So
We
it'll be
believe
at
in you.
a -2, is that, or is that straight up?
Yep, -2.
Don't hit me.
Okay. All right, here we go. Come on, come on, come on. And oh, it's a miss.
All right, so it
It is
chings
a
off the
miss.
top of his helmet. Fievel,
Okay.
are you back?
Yes.
So
Alrighty.
can I move as well, or I cannot move?
Oh
I've
yeah,
already
go ahead
moved my
and
thing.
move. And
I'm
I'll
just gonna move 5 and then 10 or 15, whatever that is right there.
Ooh, I don't have tokens locked. All right, they're locked now. All right, good.
Okay.
Oh, I'm way over there.
All right, so coming down the corridor, you see this is a long exercise track for running, indoor running, and the corners are just very slightly beveled a little bit, inclined, so you can easily turn around the corner and keep jogging. And so as you come around the corner, you see this robot is in the middle of slicing Serena in half. What would you like to do? Boom.
I'll
All
just
right.
move for now.
Okay, so I'm looking at all of your 10,000 feet and stuff that you have as a. Oh, I did figure out how to put the damage reduction on you, by the way. Um, so let me do that real quick. All right, that didn't work. Anyway, all right, so you said you're moving up. Are you going to shoot or do anything else?
That's
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Would I have a clear shot of the robot?
You would have a -2. I'm just checking through your stuff to see, because as a sniper, I don't think it matters. To the aim.
Ooh, are special.
Shoot at it with my rifle. Target it, don't I?
All right, so you have intense focus. Um, biohacker, what the hell? There it is. Yeah, so sniper's aim is what I was looking at. So yeah, you don't you reduce the cover bonus by 2, so it has a -2, so it evens out. So 30 is a hit, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Nice, couple 6s out of 3d6. So your coil rifle the bullet slams into it. It stumbles back for a second as it looks up and gauges the threat. Zarael.
Does this robot have any kind of intelligence? Am I able to know that based on how it's acting?
Go ahead and give me a Engineering check.
Engineering check, really? Wow. Please tell me that came through in the tracker, the chat. Ugh. Will you take my word for it? I rolled a 20.
Was it 20 total?
It was a 20. Oh, I did it again. Whoo! That never happens. Yes.
All right.
Woo!
There you go.
All right, so your question is, you want to know if it has an intelligence score?
Yes.
Well, you do know it is a construct, so it is immune to some things. But yes, it does have an intelligence. It has
Well,
an
I'm going
intelligence
to
of
give it a
12.
shot.
What are you trying to do?
Giving it mind thrust.
All right, and what kind of effect is that? Psychic damage?
You're going to make me look, aren't you? Hang on. It is. It just says mentally deal damage and fatigue to a single target. Mind affecting. Instantaneous. Will save is half the damage.
Immunities, construct immunities. Okay.
We have to assume an artificial intelligence is of a high enough level to where it actually could be affected, I would think. Except for it's a lower level robot, I'm sure, but still. You are the judge, sir.
All right, so you would know that this is a construct, and they are immune to things like bleed, death effects, disease, mind-affecting effects, necromancy, paralysis, poison, sleep, and stunning.
You know what?
Sorry. So that, yes, you
I
would
am
know that.
liking these more and more. Okay, let's do.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Does
Well,
my
look
Can
at
I
it this
just
way.
hit it? I'm just gonna hit it. Kick it. How tall is it? I'm just gonna kick it.
It's about 6 feet.
Oh,
What?
I'm not kick it. Never mind. Ooh,
It's huge.
can't do anything. All right, sorry, Serena. I
You have no weapons whatsoever.
have weapons, but if I fire them on it, I'm gonna get an opportunity attack against me because I'm too close.
You can do a 5-foot step back and then shoot it.
Okay, 5-foot step back it is. All right, what's in my arsenal? Ooh, incapacitator. See if I can do this.
So my handy dandy DM's screen doesn't have immunities on here. That's stupid.
I forgot to target the robot. Can you please apply that to the robot?
I can. I'm going to move this over and save it.
I am just all befuddled. I don't know why.
20. So that is, you slam into it, but it does not find purchase. That is miss.
It is a miss. Psh, damn, I would have been
This
better
thing
off.
is very agile.
Alrighty then.
All right, Serena.
Yes, she is going to use her solar sword and strike at the robot. Can she do an acrobatic, a trick attack with this as well or not?
You sure can.
Okay, I'm gonna do a trick attack. So I roll the U's correct. That
Oh.
failed. All right, no worries. Here we go. Solar weapon. There we go. That was a miss. I was gonna have to cry. Here we go. Come on. Yeah. There we go. So 27 damage. It's not indicating that we know what that is. Okay.
So I want to check something real quick. Give me just a moment, guys, because it automatically told you that you failed your trick attack.
Right.
So I want to see if that is now
A
checking
thing.
for you.
Well, I rolled the dice.
Options
If that's any.
on trick attack. Stuff with a trick
It
attack
says
damage.
I rolled a 2 dice, which comes up to 26, which means that I failed. So that came up
Yep.
in the chat.
So
So
where did you click? What button did you click to do it? I don't see it.
I clicked the use the diamond, the blue diamond use button under trick attack.
Oh, the attack. Okay. Oh, or use. Okay, good. There it is. All right. Give me a second. And do you have it targeted? Yes, you do. Okay.
I did, yeah. Yep. So I take my Solarian sword, which is a matte black with slow moving blue lightning over it, and whack at it, do some serious damage. Sparks fly a little here and there.
Okay. So apparently, as long as you're clicking the use button, not the attack button, it works. It tells you whether or not you succeeded or not. That is awesome. That's going to save me a lot of problems. So yes, use the use button.
Okay.
Because otherwise I have to open up the monster, see what CR it is, check a thing. So this awesome.
Right.
I
Okay, cool.
This is either new or I've never noticed it before. So excellent. Anyway, so yeah,
Excellent.
so you slash into it, sparks fly everywhere as you slam and do some damage. All right, Chris, bottom of the round to you.
Okay. Okay. I can't really do anything interesting to the robot.
Yeah, sadly you are a bio hacker, not a construct hacker.
Yeah. It doesn't look like I've given Serena any effects yet. Unless I'm just not
Actually, I
seeing
think you
it.
may have. I saw micro lab attuned. Is that
Yeah, that just means I can hit you without having to roll.
okay?
Yeah, so I guess I will give Serena a +1 to AC.
Nice.
think that takes my action. So, and I think that's my turn actually.
All right, so go ahead and click next. All right, top of next round, Serena.
Okay, I'm going to do my trick attack. That works this time. Success. All right. So, which one? Easier to hit is flat-footed, correct? For us to hit the target, correct? Yes. All
Yes, it
right.
is.
So I don't need to drag it over; just click it, right? I'm clicking it.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. All right. So then I do that, and then I go to roll. Here we go. And hit. Yes. So I forget what the next one is to. What's the next thing I do then? I roll. Or am I all set for all the damage?
You click
Do you
the
have to click?
effect on yourself. There's a little man. Should be one that says gives you bonus to damage.
In the player's page or
In here.
a trick attack damage. Okay, got it. Right. Click that. There we go. And then like that. Cool. And oh yeah, there we go. 35 damage. So I'm talking about.
Very nice, very nice. All right. All right, and so Nosi.
Yes, Nosi will fire again with her laser pistol. There we go. And 8 is a miss. 18 is a miss, I should say. He's very mobile. I'm a really crappy shot sometimes, which I think is really the case.
All right, so this thing is not looking good as it makes one last attack. As the sword slices into you, it's sort of twitching and you see its non-sword arm is hanging limp. Fievel, can you finish it off?
Rifle. So
Bobby, you there?
Bobby.
Sorry. Yes, I'm here. I rolled. Do I need to do it again?
Nope, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll your defense. I mean, roll your damage.
Nice. 18. That did it.
Yep, and so that is enough with all the other damage it has taken, and it collapses and falls to the floor.
Nosi takes a look back and gives Fievel a dubious look as a high-powered bullet comes whizzing through Zerael and I. What the?
All right, so I'm just checking something real quick.
In return, he just smiles.
Genetics boost a living creature and improve the
You know,
acuity of its
it's
hearing.
that look of, yeah, that's right. That's how I
Blind
roll.
sense. Nice.
Yep, I did that. You
Hour.
can thank me later.
All right. So don't forget what you can do for your booster, um, Chris, as your new genetics one.
I don't have it on my actions page unless I'm just.
No, you just picked it like 2 minutes before we started. So no, I
Yeah.
have not had time to put it in there. But you should be able to. It should be in your abilities page.
Yeah, I know what it does. I
Okay.
just didn't think it was
So
applicable to this scenario.
yeah, I mean it does last for an hour. Um, and as long as they're not unliving, I don't see where it says that there's a limit to what you can do with it. I mean, I don't. So I'll ch check it a little bit to see, but it doesn't look like you can. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to give it to everybody. Is what I'm saying.
It doesn't use the same. Basically, they're spell slots. I'm just gonna think of them like spell slots.
Biohacks. Yes, but you can refill them with a 10-minute rest. Speaking of which, do you guys want to take a 10-minute rest?
Yes, that would be cool.
I want
Yeah,
to take a long
pretty
rest so I can
sure.
get all my spells back. But yes, a short rest will be fine.
Um,
So a short rest. Let's see, where are my fatigue wise? All right, so my fatigue is 43, and if I utilize my resolve point, I can for Serena, I can fix that. Correct?
Correct. If you use a resolve point, you can get back all your fatigue.
Okay, I'm not
Let me
seeing
go
my
ahead and
resolve
push
point,
that.
so I'm not seeing my resolve point. So
Front page.
right.
Right now you
Oh,
have
No,
the Solarian.
no, very
stam.
bottom.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at the very
Bottom
bottom.
right.
Oh, way
Stam,
down there.
stab.
Hold on. The stam and the stab. Oh, that's never mind. Sorry, wrong page. Yep. So the middle one. And I did it. Yep.
I actually don't get them back because it says each day after you've rested for 8 hours, you can spend 10 minutes to make them.
All right, and so what things are we talking about at this point?
Like the pharmacology ones that have limited uses because the other ones don't.
All right. Here we go. All right, let's see what the spells here.
Fields of study.
Oh, never mind. I didn't read it all the way. If I use a resolve point to gain stamina back, I can get the uses I've used back.
Cool.
But I'm not missing any
So
stamina.
if you were to do that, would it also can it also be applied to your healing? I mean, your fatigue healing, or would it have to be a separate stem? Yeah.
It says
No.
if you recover stamina, you can also do that.
Okay. Cool.
So the way I read this and the way I'm going to interpret it for both campaigns is that as long as you take a 10-minute rest, you can then use your um, micro lab to replace it. That's all you're doing. Uh, so if anything, I would think it might replace the fact that you can do stamina because you're not really resting. But no, you don't have to because gaining back stamina has nothing to do with your micro lab. It has nothing to do with replacing these things. So uh, I'm looking at it right here. So and I've always interpreted it to mean as long as you take a 10-minute rest or an 8-hour rest, you can replace your field of study usages.
Okay, well, so I get them back?
Yes, you can get them back. So if you guys went through after an hour for whatever reason didn't take a short rest, it would wear off. Again, like you said, in this particular situation, most of the floors are lit to some extent, so you don't really need it, but it's just something to remember. And you can also make where'd the genealogy go? Here it is. And then you can also do the inhibitor to the creature for your genetics thing. All right, moving on. Have you done your? Then if you haven't, don't forget to look for your feat.
Yeah, I took Iron Will because I only have a +3.
Let's do the saving throws. Boom. All right, so put you back up. Put you to 5. Awesome. Okay, so you guys are finished with this robot. What would you like to do as the dust settles
Leave,
and
See if we
leave
can.
this evil, godforsaken floor.
Yes. I think we can find how many? We said like 2 more floors, right? That was our decision last time.
there are
Yes.
still showers in here? You could do a little racquetball or squash.
Like a
You could
ball.
use the treadmills, see if they work, or the bicycles.
Yeah. After our
Really? Well, then let's go back to the dance room and see if we can get locked in and zap some more. No, thank you. Let us leave, please. Thank you.
It's a nice
that
workout.
was the other adventure, wasn't it? Or
All
this one?
things, if you just ignored the fact that you were forced to do it and just went with it, it would be fun.
There's also a different adventure, I believe.
All right, so you guys are heading up to the next floor.
Yes. Whichever one that we can is not rubble hindered.
Are there any useful? I'm gonna scavenge any useful parts off the robot we just destroyed.
You knock yourself out.
Sweet.
All
We'll be
right,
in the stairwell.
give me 3d20.
3. Well, hold on. Did that wrong.
And an engineering check.
Engineering. That's skills, right? Yep.
Yes. Very highly skilled in that.
Engineering.
Nice.
40, 51. All right, so 27 plus 54, 24 is 51. So you find 51 UPBs. So added to what you have now, that is 3, 6, 7, 4. Oops. 3, 6, 7, 4. All right, so you find some UPBs that you can salvage and use for other parts. All right, so let's go ahead and get this, get you onto the next map. Please tell me I did line of sight. I did. All right. Play. Map. Boom. All right, folks, here we go. This is the call center floor. All right, so this is yet another made by Sven Map.
Yay.
Shift. And we go back to this, locked. Enable, disable. Damn it. Do it again because it knows he's here. Shift, there we go. Boom. Enable, disable. Is that a door? There are no doors there. Okay. Alright, I'm almost done slapping you guys on the map. You guys work your way up through.
Three number of floors.
Okay, the stairwell. Never mind. Hold on just a second. Alright, so as you shift. Alright, so what I had originally made Steve sort of as a almost like a companion for and as because Five was the one who found him and repaired him and did all that stuff. And since Bobby had work issues and was not able to play, we put him back on the ship so that he wouldn't, it would also act as a guard for if you guys ever needed to leave the ship, it would still be there would still be somebody there to protect it.
Right.
Hey Nightwolf, how you doing? Give me just a minute
From
here.
any
Finish
dubious
my train of thought,
characters
and I'll
that
jump
might
right
try
back
to
to you, Nightwolf.
rifle through our stuff.
But since his situation has changed again, what are you guys thinking?
Fine with him being on the ship to protect it.
What situation has changed?
His work situation. He's now able to work on. He's now able to play on Sunday nights again. So, do we want to have? Do you want to retcon it and keep Steve here? Honestly, you guys are doing just fine with the fights. I don't really know if you need it as a combat, but he says he's good with him being on the ship. So, is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah, I
I
still
think
want to leave him
so.
there still
Yeah.
on the ship.
You know, if it's Star Wars related, kind of like an R2D2 or C3PO type of midbot walking around, biomechanical companion.
All right. So we have
Not that kind of companion. Perv.
That's right. That's right. So real quick, we have Nightwolf joining us in the chat. He was there. They play D&D and stuff.
Night Wolf.
So you guys, oops, this is the wrong one. So as a quick recap, you guys were on the. I'm showing them the city of Istamak. There's this huge floating gas giant planet. The only thing that's still only sign of life at all around this gas giant is this floating city, and it's called Istamak. And when they got there, the city itself is mostly ruins. The people have devolved from they used to be a very technologically advanced race. Now they're more almost barbarians. They use bows and arrows and axes and things. And what had happened was this cult of the Devourer team of people had come to this planet, and here in this little building over here on the right was some information that they wanted. So they sort of tricked the people who were living there the people living there use it as a holy site. It's almost like a temple to them. They just went in there, desecrated the temple, grabbed what they wanted, killed a couple of them, and took off. So the people were understandably upset, shut down the temple, put guards there, said only certain people can go in there now. Nobody can go in there and worship. Um, and so when the party arrived, a couple, few, like 2 weeks later, the natives were all restless and upset and didn't want them to do anything. So their main goal is to find a way into that temple. And to make that to achieve that goal, they went through this building first, called the Maze of Ghosts. Then they went through the House of Renewal, which is a second building. They got two pieces of a puzzle, and were able to then triangulate where these security codes were kept. And that's up in this top left corner up here, where it's called the Broken Lands. So their next goal is to go to the Broken Lands and achieve the security passwords to get into that temple. In the meantime, though, there was a building that they've spent time searching through not half, but several blocks of the city, searching through the ruins, looking for things. And over here, in this section here, is the only skyscraper of the whole place. Most of these buildings are 1 to 2 story high. This one is an 80-story building that is um, that has on the very top floors have these huge flying creatures, predatory creatures living in it. Um, most of the natives ignore this place because they're afraid of it, and so they don't go in. So they've now been climbing up through this 80-story building, um, which there we go. So I have then now had the honor and the pleasure and the pain in the ass to build all of these floors from scratch. It's been a lot of fun. It's been pretty cool. I've enjoyed it. I hope they've enjoyed it as well, as we've been exploring all these different things. Most floors have a theme, and so the last theme they were just on was the physical floor. Let me share the map for the new one.
Keeping in mind that many of the floors are not accessible because of all the rubble and destruction.
Correct. And metagaming, that means because I sure as hell didn't want to spend the time it would take to climb and explore 80 floors. We would be here for 3 years exploring the
Exactly.
skyscraper. They would be level 20 by the time they left if I kept it populated. So um, that
We've
is
done maybe
why.
5 of 16 or 5 of 18, maybe we've done. That sounds about right.
So right now they've done here it is, the very bottom floor, the second floor, then they had to work their way up to fifth floor, um, eighth floor, the ninth floor, and they just left the 16th floor. This time, the first several floors, that's a lot of DMing for floors. Nice job, thank you. So the first several floors, up through the ninth floor, they were able to use the elevator and climb up the shaft of the elevator. But then the elevator just became impassable. From the bottom floor, the stairs were impassable. But as luck would have it, they then found the stairway was passable now. So they've now switched to using the stairway. Um, and so they go from the 16th to the 19th floor. So they went up 3 floors. 17th floor um, is they were you search through a couple areas, but there's nothing there. 18th floor has some radiation and you'll be not sure what it is that's causing it, but you can visibly see this gas cloud um, permeating, and your suits are giving you the warning that there's radiation. So you just went up to the 19th floor, and that is where you are now. This stairway, the way it works is it's a little hard to see because you're all crammed in there right now, but basically it's a long stairway that goes like this, and then you then step off, come around, and then climb up the next one. So there's a floor around it. Um, I actually got this idea from Roberta's eye clinic. She goes every 5 weeks to get a needle jammed into her eye, uh, and their stairway is this way. It's a nice long, probably 15, 20 feet room, 10 feet wide. Just off what I've drawn here, and you walk straight up the stairs, come all the way around, straight up the stairs. Pretty cool. Anyway, so I fashioned it after that. I'm trying to find my other token so the stream can see the room. Give me just one more second. Uh, so there's two doors, one to the east and one to the south. The rest of you should be able to see that. If you can't, if it's black, just wiggle your token a little bit and you'll be able to see it. I will unlock the tokens for the second. Show me.
Wait.
Show me. All right, so hold on a second there. Zarel,
Okay.
getting all excited.
Okay, fine.
Um, I guess I have to have a token. Give me just a second. I haven't had this issue before, so. Just gonna grab something real quick. The heck? All right, can you guys see okay? Is your map showing?
Yes.
Yeah.
My map is showing. I still can't see it. I'm living with it.
Yeah, because of your eyes. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't find my prescription reading glass.
That's so weird. What is going on with my
Know what I did with them?
sight? All right, so for the moment, I'm just gonna turn off. Let me try this one more time. Close, close, close. All right, so as you open the door, first of all, I'll explain what you see. So you should be able to see pretty much um, what's on the map. So Zarel and Chris are five a little bit. Um, all right, so Nosi's going through the other door, splitting the party.
A
Excellent.
bunch of tables and desks, chairs.
So it looks like what you all would recognize as, okay, I'm not going to tokens, they're running around too much,
The call center.
as a call center, exactly. So their desks, their chairs, every single desk looks the same. All the chairs are the same. Um, all the setup is the same. It looks all the way across. You can see there's a part of it extends. There's an open doorway that leads off into another room, way off at the edge. Let me try sharing this map one more time because the stream can't see any of this beautiful map. There it is. All right. Now they can see. Okay. So you also notice that there are people.
Well,
What?
I wonder, are they people?
Be quiet. They're working.
Um, and you see these are Kish workers. and there's one right next to you as you step out of the room.
No, she's gonna.
And do you see there's a holographic, a holographic 3D, not 3D, but holographic computer monitor there, and you hear him talking, and he does not react to you guys opening the door and coming into the room. You see that there's probably about half a dozen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Maybe a few more. Most of them are sitting down. There's a couple that are walking around.
Serena and Nosi are gonna confer, and they're both gonna do a detect magic. Serena will do the upper right half, and Nosi will do the lower right half.
Serena has no means of detecting magic.
Yes, she does. It's part of her Solarian things. Detect spells and magic within 60 feet. Conal shaped emanation. No concentration. No levels.
Right. Nosy does, but Serena
So does
doesn't.
Serena. She does. Dancing lights and detect magic.
Oh, okay. So it has nothing to it has nothing to do with her. It has to do with her race.
Okay. Still her though.
Okay. So has she ever used it before?
No, not no.
Okay.
She's always been action because
You've used
No,
dancing
she's
lights
always
quite a bit.
yes,
But
but I haven't had to use detect magic because no, she's usually doing it.
all right, so Serena,
But this
um,
is a massive section. So, like I said, they conferred real quick, and they're going to divide up the division of the labor there and just cast the whole place.
all right, so you do not detect any magic within the first, the main where you
60
guys
feet.
are, the 60 feet of you.
Okay.
So now you can see the stairway a little bit better, and you can see what I'm talking about. It goes up, and then there's actually another stairwell underneath it going down. That's how you guys came up. So you came up from underneath, and if you were to walk around down to the south, and then you would then go up to the next floor.
Nice.
All right, so Fievel, what are you doing?
Five all.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I'm trying to move.
Unlock him, Sven. Unlock him.
Can't move. There we go.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock the tokens now that I've explained what's going on. You guys have an idea. Zarael and Chris, what are you guys doing? This person right here is on the phone, typing on this holographic computer screen. Both of you give me perceptions.
Me?
Yeah, since you just stepped in as well, go ahead and the three of you, Chris, Fievel, and Zarael.
Perception?
Yes, please.
Well, that's on the main page, right?
It is. It's also in skills.
All right, so Fievel, you're distracted. You're not really paying attention. You thought you heard something in the stairwell, so you're sort of looking behind you. But Zarael is killing it. I didn't realize your perception was that high. That's nice. So you also, don't you know ancient Kish, barbaric Kish?
Yes.
All right. So you
Among like 16 other languages. Yeah.
okay.
16. Wow.
So he's basically It sounds very bored. Seems to be saying something along the lines of, Give me a second. Ooh, I don't have this set up correct. Where's my, there it is. So I'm going to need you to try turning it back off and then turning it back on and telling me what you see on your screen.
Oh dear God.
Is it a he or a she?
It's a he. And you
Give
see
them,
he has some sort of
giving them the heads up by
small
that.
device
Okay.
sitting on the table that he's messing with. Zrael, you notice that the device isn't on and that he seems to be interacting with the small device. Also, the computer screen is static. It's not moving. The things, you don't see a cursor. There's nothing there.
Ah.
So let's go with from left to right. Chris, what are you going to do?
Uh, it's just so out of place. Like, why is there a call center in this tower?
Well, if it's holographic, though, could be just running like the other systems are. Various levels of electricity working.
Kind of my thought
So you're
process.
just sort of looking around and not really reacting it at this point.
I want
I
to test
mean,
it.
I
I'm gonna reach out.
guess.
Oh, sorry, it's not my turn.
All right. Fievel, what are you doing? So you come in. Again, you can't see a whole lot, but you can see down the row of desks. You see this person right in front of you, sort of guy's back sitting down. You hear them talking. You don't really know what they're saying.
I guess I'm not gonna do anything.
Just
All
hanging
right,
there,
Zarael.
curious.
Yeah, just stand there.
So I'm gonna reach out, tap the guy to see if he's real or if it's a hologram.
All right. And you do see Serena and Nosy over there doing their detect magic stuff. Dee 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 dee, like the $6 million man sound. Dee 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 dee. Um,
Yeah, that's Nosy in the intercom as she's doing it.
that's right. Yeah, and
That's from her childhood memories. It keeps her sane.
that's right. And Serena, I keep telling you, you don't have to make the noise every time you do that.
That's right.
Um, so the your finger goes through his shoulder, but it's very
All
cold.
right.
The end of your
So
finger
you
gets
guys don't
really
have to
cold.
be quiet after all. They're not real.
Very cold. That would indicate holographic technology, perhaps.
Maybe
Wasn't there
ghostly.
like a crazy ghost lady on one of the previous floors?
Yes, there was.
There was
Uh,
ghostly.
ghost technology. Yeah. Well, the Axions are also necromantic, whatever the word is, driven, right? I mean, they might know this sort of thing, those sort of arts type of thing.
And what is the error code that shows up on the bottom right of the screen? The guy says.
XR zero
I
three
say we
zero three
just
three.
leave. Like,
So you do see that there's, like I said, across the floor, there are other doors and an entryway. Several of the lights are flickering, but you do see that there's other rooms in there.
There are other rooms within this room.
Yes, at the far east side of the map.
Oh, all
I
right.
don't know
Okay.
how zoomed out you are, but you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
there.
Like the reception type of thing.
And you can, tokens are unlocked, so you guys can move around again.
So from this distance, what are we thinking that the thing is down at the end? Is it like a conference table or ice cube tray or something? What are you thinking that is?
An ice cube tray.
Hey,
Give me a culture check.
okay. Culture check. Here
Come on,
we go.
freak, stop it. Just trying to get a gauge. 140. Yeah, so you're about 200 feet away behind desks and other things. You think it's a table. And
Okay.
again, you this far away,
Right.
flickering lights, other stuff going on. You can't really tell.
Okay.
Well, let's go check out those other doors down there. Keep an
Yep.
office or
I agree.
useful.
So Nosy and Serena will walk down those southern aisles there, keeping an eye out for things.
All right, so go about 20, 30 feet at a time. And I'll tell you if something happens. So again, you see some of the other people moving around. All right, and Chris, what are you doing?
Honestly, everyone's splitting up. I do not know who to go with. I'll just tag along with someone else, I guess.
Oh, come with going down the.
Yeah, we're just walking through an open room. It's not like we're splitting up or like being divided up. We can all see each other from
I mean,
crotch up, probably,
10,
except for Five.
I'll see the top
20,
of my head
30,
as I'm
40,
walking past the desk.
50,
My ears.
60, 70,
Exactly.
80.
I'll just follow
Yeah, so
Zuriel, I guess.
don't forget this is a large room. It's 80 feet wide, like we said, almost 200 feet long.
Yeah,
But
that's a lot
yes,
of
it
fun.
is open. There's nothing blocking your view from each other as you guys are walking along. So go ahead and keep moving along. So Five, you see this man. He's there. You see him animated, and he's motioning and pointing and stuff, and every once in a while points to his headphones and then other stuff. But as you get a little bit closer, you realize there's nobody sitting. He's not talking to anybody. There's nobody that he's having a conversation with. And Five, the guy you're next to right now, is on the phone again.
Yeah, I would think that the high holographics technology would probably be a little bit more robust than the necessarily than the computer technology. You know how they treat all those peons in the call room, right? Nothing cutting
Hey
edge.
now, I get treated very well at my call center job. Thank you very much. Even though I work from home.
Yeah, I think you guys get some good treatment there. Take care, you guys.
All right, and Zarael and Chris, what are you guys doing?
I'm just following Zuriel, I guess.
Yep, I'm moving down the.
I feel your pain, Chris. I'm in a campaign and I'm supposed to be this guy's brother, and I'm forever waiting for him to move his token. It's like, come on. I'm waiting on you. I've said it multiple times. I'm just here to protect you. And he sits there and waits and waits and waits. Anyway, all right. So as you guys are moving up, you do see this looks. None of you are really corporate people, but some of you trainers and doctors. So Zarael, um, definitely Chris, um, Nelsie a little bit. You guys have seen these type of setups before. It looks like it's a very large break room.
Sweet.
Okay.
Again, that's just from what you see from this distance looking off. All right, in Fievel, you can now hear him doing like a stage whisper as he's trying to communicate with whoever it is he's talking to. So you see a pair of doors immediately below you, Serena.
Okay. That was the song. All right, there. Okay, got it. Right there, and they're closed.
Do you not have
Right.
the?
All right. So
Yes.
Serena says over the intercom, "Yeah, there's a door right here. I'm gonna go ahead and look
All,
in real
it's all
quick."
you, girl.
So Serena's gonna test the door, see if it's locked or not,
It is not locked.
and then being at the ready, she's gonna start quick look through as she opens it up, and then a more quick open up. The door will slam up against the back door. So I'm gonna go in like that. There we go.
All right.
Lovely.
So it does not take a culture check to figure out what room this is. You see
This is El Baño.
a man there appears to be washing his hands. Give me a perception. Actually, no, with your passive perception, you're able to tell he's washing his hands, but there's no water happening. He's
Okay.
being there.
It's a hologram gone rogue.
Think
Back to
they're
your desk, son.
ghosts,
Back to
not
your desk.
holograms.
They're not holograms.
So you see him
Some sort of
stop, and he sort of looks around, reaches in his pocket, puts something in his mouth, and goes back to
Gotcha.
washing his hands.
We've all seen that before. Little Tylenol action.
That caffeine pill, that
That's
gel
right.
alert.
All right. So you guys gonna check out the other door?
Yes. Quick step out. Down. Already in. Same thing. Open. Same thing.
It's not the
Says
same thing. It's
it's a
mirrored.
lady. Oh, it's the ladies' room.
Their
These are
sinks are
actual
facing the opposite
stalls,
directions.
right? It's probably stalls.
All right.
Semi
So
semi semi clean toilet seats that are in the downward position.
that's right.
Right.
So again, this whole thing is basically just air when I start. So every sink and toilet has been added with love.
It's very nice. They're very cool. If you zoom in on them, they're really cool. Full
Yes.
on cosmetic and they're not cosmetic, but whatever those things girls use in the bathroom for 20 minutes.
That's right.
It even has a vanity seat. Ooh.
And all the down below the last floor you guys were on, the sinks and showers and stuff were really cool too. Open face showers and stuff was nice. Even water on the floor and stuff. Anyway, So now that you're a little bit closer, you see that there are some screens on the walls, or places where screens should be, at least in the break room. And you see
Okay.
that there are um, cabinets along the southern wall and another cabinet on the north wall. And there are small little, some sort of cooking devices, some like food replicators or some sort of thing, food preparing device, whether it's an oven or microwave, that type of thing, something like that, from built in the top shelf, and then different shelves underneath. And there appear to be 4 white boxes. And if you zoom in on the top one, it should give you an idea of what the box is
Refrigerator.
for.
Yep, refrigerator. So notice he's gonna tell
And
Five-O
hold
to go
on.
check out.
So you see, first thing you notice is
Dude.
a woman down here waiting by one of the. She's on some sort of handheld device, communicating device, and she's staring at one of the food things. And the second thing you notice is something is crawling out of the open fridge.
Ew.
Oh,
It's
it's
not
like
a slime
David's
eel, is
lunch is
it?
coming back to hunt us. I told him food can only be out for 2 hours.
So everybody
Holy.
roll for initiative.
That's not a slime eel. Okay.
Yeah, initiative. Where's that again? There it is.
As this dark,
Nice.
viscous fluid starts oozing out of the fridge as you guys walk in and starts working its way towards you.
Nice. Is it moving quickly or slowly? Right at
Oh,
this
he's
moment.
taking Serena as lunch.
Serena's thinking, what?
Said that thing is thinking that Serena is.
Oh, okay.
All right, so there we go. Who are we missing? Oh, that's me. Never mind. All right, so Serena, um,
Yes.
as you notice out of the corner of your eye, you see this thing start coming out of the fridge. What would you like to do?
I am going to whip out my hand cannon and shoot it. Actually, I'm going to do my trick attack, moving a very acrobatic roll towards the east wall, and then take a shot at it like there, 1 and 2, and then shoot. So, may I do that? Do that. I'm going to do that. You did not say no. I'm taking your silence as I can do that.
Yep, you can do that. I was
All right.
getting things set up for the stream so you can see what's going on.
All right. Trick attack. Here we go. Let me target first. Yes.
Go.
Attack. And success. All right. We're going to go to flat footed.
All right, so this is a pretty common creature.
Now, here we go. My hand cannon.
It's just 5 plus 1.5.
See, the range is that 40 feet? Yep, perfect. Oh, so close. Oh, it's a hit. Or is it a hit?
kidding
Is this a
me?
hit? Oh, it's
That is a
17.
hit.
That's
It
why.
says
That's
hits.
why.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Here we go. So now I click the effect and then the damage. Oh, yes. Partially resisted. Okay. And that is my move.
All right. So um, these, one moment. Ooze. Critical hit, poison, paralysis, sleep, stunning, gaze, unusual vision, other attacks by sight, flanking. Okay.
So
All
in
right.
case anybody's wondering, Serena's sword, when she releases her hand, it's called Bite Map, by the way. Its name is Bite Map, and it becomes like a little satellite ball, kind of like in Star Wars. Follows her around like that, so she can reach up her hand and grab it. Or also release it, it goes right away, and she grabs her hand cannon and blows it. Takes the shot. That is the action that you are seeing.
All right. So 5. So you don't know what's happening, but you do see Serena jump over to the other side of the room and take a shot at something.
Move right there. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time moving.
All right. So as you come in the room, you see that this black ooze is coming crawling out of the refrigerator.
Okay. I will take a shot at it.
All right. So now that most of you guys can see it, um, you recognize this thing is called a ferrofluid ooze.
Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. Oh my God.
It is sort of a magnetic liquid. They can, and it's used in most spacefaring technology uses uh, ferrofluid, ferromagnetic fluid, um, and so these oozes have been where this something has caused this thing to form and gain some sort of basic sentience, not necessarily intelligence, but sentience. So you know it's an
Okay.
ooze, and all of you would know that oozes are immune to a lot of things. You can't critical hit them. You can't paralyze them. You can't poison them. Can't put them to sleep. You can't stun them. Um,
You could
then
freeze them though.
you could, yep. You can, but and you also cannot flank them because you can't sneak up behind them. They can see everything. Uh, so, but apparently they can be flat-footed, so you're good to go. All right, so Fievel moves up, and what else would you like to do now, Fievel?
That I can't. So shooting it might not even hurt it, right?
Oh no, it still takes damage. You just can't. All these special things like paralysis, poison, sleep, all those spell things won't affect it. But bullets and fire and cold still work just fine.
Nice. hit. Awesome. Nice. 23 damage. Hell yeah. Partially resisted.
All right. So again, you shoot it. The coral rifle. The bullet goes flying through it. Slams into the fridge. The door slams as you shoot it. And you see the person behind you steps over to the fridge. And it looks like she's opening it, but nothing's happening. She's just sort of hanging there with her hand open, bent over, sort of looking in.
But the fridge is open or not open?
The fridge is not open. It just looks like her hand looks like it's on the open door, but it's not. The
Okay.
door is still shut.
Cool.
Oops. All right, so now it's this thing's turn. All right, so as this thing moves closer, you notice that what type of weapon did you fire at it, Serena?
My bombastic hand cannon.
All right, so that shoots projectiles as well. So as this thing gets closer, 2, 3, 4, you feel your weapons start being pulled toward it, and different parts of your armor are being pulled toward it. Any jewelry that you have on is being attracted and pulled toward this thing.
Alrighty then.
And
All them gold chains Fievel's wearing standing up.
it climbs up and gets all over Fievel. As it is now sharing his square.
As in it's kind of forming itself around him, encompassing him
Correct.
some way. Okay.
So
That can,
it's sitting, pummeling you a little bit as it's trying to work its way through your armor and stuff, trying to getting at you, and it does some damage to you. And then the door where the woman is opens.
Oh no.
And another one comes out and attaches itself to Serena. But you're able to prevent it from doing any damage to you. Nosy.
Okay. She would like to cast at the fair fluid 12, I think it is. Her slow spell, which
Okay.
is supposed to affects creatures' moves and attacks at a drastically slower rate. Creatures affected by the spells are staggered. They only take a single motion action or standard action each turn, but not both, and it can't take full actions. Slow creature moves at half its normal speed. Multiple effects cadets it. So that's what she's casting on the one that is testing itself to 5.
All right. So you have the range is for you. It is 45 feet, and you can
So,
actually hit up to 9 creatures. So do you want to
you,
do more than one creature or just the one?
okay, cast it in all directions.
Correct.
All right, then I will cast it on both these creatures, if that's all that we're seeing currently.
All right. So
So I have to roll it or press the cast button or the save.
so are they both targeted?
Yes.
Yep. So you should be able to select the cast button. All right, and they both fail. So go ahead and click the little effect button.
Effect button. Oh, they fail. Okay. The effect button is the one up in the effects up in the top there,
No, it
or
should
not?
be in the magnifying glass under the spell. There should be a slow.
Yeah, it just says cast attack. The attack button or this. I don't know which one. It just says cast attack and then the save and the CLC.
Up above
And
it, it
then,
says staggered.
right.
So click that. I'm not sure why it's
Okay.
staggered, but click that.
Okay. I'll do it. Yes. All right, cool.
Oh, okay. So the creatures affected by this spell are staggered and can only take a single move action or standard action each turn in addition to it. So, yeah. Yep. So, boom. So they're staggered. Cool. So you cast your spell, reach out, and your magic forces wrap around. Hey, Flamers. Flamers 212. Stepping in. Actually, Flamers, this is not D&D. This is Starfinder. Think of Guardians of the Galaxy with magic. So you have aliens
Exactly.
and robots and spaceships, but also magic, like what she just did, which is casting a spell that slowed him down. All right. So after Nosi, so the fridge closest to you slams open, but this is different. What comes out of this thing is different.
Oh dear.
Who put all the slimes in fridges?
It's part of the technology. I'm sure over time they probably ooze themselves into form.
Do you guys have, if you want to give me a, here it is.
Do you have a big picture of that thing? I can't see it very well on the token.
I do. Well, it was too big.
That's nice.
Whoa. Ew.
So you guys can go ahead and give me a history check. DC. I have my handy dandy new chart, so let me tell you how DC is. Give me history checks, and I'll tell you who passes it.
I don't have history.
Easy. 10
I
plus
don't
have
1.
history.
see. You mean
History is
culture?
not one of our things.
There's no history.
No,
All right, so
that's in
give me
D&D, I think.
a. So this is an ooze. So ooze life science. Everybody, give me a life science check. 10 plus 1.5 player level. So player level is 9. Half of that is 4. So 10 plus
I am doing the flipping
14.
rolls.
So DC is 14.
Nice.
Oh, well, I didn't roll.
All right, so Chris, you weren't there, so it doesn't apply to you, but everybody else remembers that you fought these things in the on New Elysium. So you, at one point, you came into like a break room, and there were 2 of these things in 1 or 2 of them in the
It
room.
remind me of what I don't remember where that was.
So that was on when you
Elysium,
guys
it
were
was like
on.
our
It was
vacation.
where you used to
Haha.
work as a pilot.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
It was just before
Remember,
you joined the group. So,
yeah, right after I
They
wrote the
take
I
us
Isn't
to
it?
quit
hell.
note.
yep.
Yes.
So these you also remember that they react to shadows and are better in shadows and stuff than they are in bright light. Sort of like Serena.
Oh,
What are you trying to do with him?
you so
Yes.
excited.
All right, guys, give me just 1 second.
So is it taking its turn, or are we finishing out this round as it's happening? Is it getting a surprise attack? Is guess what I'm asking.
All right, so this thing comes out. This thing comes out and has. Oh, that's not going to happen anyway. So it's going to move up also. And this thing has a pseudopod, a little piece of itself comes out and slams into Fievel. Tries to at least.
Damn, Fivel's getting the brunt of this.
And he
Typically,
misses
he's best
easily
at
as
it.
Fievel jumps out of the way. You do notice it's cold as this thing tries to touch you.
Okay.
All right, so Chris, you now see this
Okay.
black morph ooze all over Fievel and Serena, and then it's a second different type of ooze comes up and starts attacking Fievel.
Okay. Would my stuff work on these?
So you would know what I told you as far as with their immunities. So, beyond that, they are biological creatures. So they're immune to poison, paralysis, polymorph, sleep, stunning, stuff like that. But most of your stuff would have worked
Yeah.
against it just fine.
I don't know where to find, because I know it's somewhere. Some of them are, they say treat this like a poison, but others don't.
So everything that you have, each action should have a little button next to it
Oh yeah,
that
the
should explain
pharmacology
exactly
is a
what it is.
poison effect, so that it would be immune to that.
Yep, correct.
Okay.
You have a nanobot gun or something?
Uh,
He is the same. He is a biomancer. I mean, a biohacker. So he's been shooting you guys with special stuff to give you boosts. He
Right.
can also hurt the things you're fighting too. This one isn't a ghost and isn't a construct, a robot, so he can actually do something.
There you go.
Hey, Jingo has stopped into the chat.
Jingo.
I will try to hit it with
Hello.
a basic inhibitor that reduces their damage reduction by 5 if it hits.
This is their ability to reduce their own damage.
No, it reduces how much they resist damage.
That's what I just said.
So every time you guys have hit him, you notice that that's been saying resist, resist, partially resisted. So he's trying to undo that to make it to where it doesn't partially
Oh,
resist.
sorry. I
Sweet.
forgot I'm supposed to do that after I do the damage.
So what resistance are you? Well, first of all, since you didn't move, so do you want to use your move action to use your micro lab to identify this thing?
Sure.
Okay. So which one are you doing? The which one did you just hit? The void ooze. Okay. So what would you like to know about the void ooze? I presume you want to know its resistances.
Yeah, and
So the void ooze has resistance to cold.
that's it. Okay.
And let's see. So you have a where are you, Chris? You are this is a living, so it's a 30. So it is, give me just a second. These are not common creatures. These are rare creatures. 15 plus 1.5, it's CR. It is CR 8. So that's 4. 8 plus 4 is 12, 27. All right, so you have two things that you can know. So you know it's resistant to cold.
Uh,
What other thing would you like to know?
how much health it has?
105 when it's
Okay.
this one does.
Okay. So do I do damage? Yeah.
All right, so you shoot at it and it hits. So you're doing -5. So that'll get rid of its cold completely.
Wait, why'd I get rid of its cold? I wanted to make it weaker.
Right, so it has a resistance of
Well,
5
I was
cold.
making a dumb joke.
Oh, okay.
I got rid of its cold.
Ah, there you go. Make it sniffling and sneezing. All right. Resist. Okay, so that's done for 7 rounds at least. And did a little bit of damage. Actually, quite a bit of damage to it. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and click next. And Zarel, you're up. So we've been keeping
Okay.
Ara out of the fight. Are you gonna try to put her in with these oozes?
No, I'm gonna turn into a little ball of sunlight.
All right, ta-da! Nice. Using your powers. All right, so
So, do I click the use button?
you have a couple different things you can do with this. By the way, you want to give a heads up to Serena.
Why?
I'm gonna turn into
Oh,
sunlight. I'm gonna be bright. Be bright light.
I could do that
It's
too.
Yeah,
20%.
starlight form. So so the tick marks there is 1 minute increments. So click one of the tick marks,
Right.
and then if this goes more than a minute, we'll click another one.
So it's 20% concealment. I shed light for 30 feet. If anybody starts within my light, they become wounded for a round.
So go ahead and click the two effects. You also have a fly speed of 60 feet.
And that's and then do I click use or do I not click?
No, so what that will be for when you do your anybody who starts their turn adjacent to you. So
Okay.
when that happens, you'll click that to see if they save or drag it
Sorry,
to
no
them.
survival.
My turn.
Whoever else happens to be within 30.
It's just adjacent.
Oh, just adjacent? Okay. Sorry, Nofi. Get out of the way.
There you go.
But Serena is now under the so go ahead and turn on your light blindness.
Me? Okay.
Yep, so you open up your effects and you'll see light blindness. Just click it
Yep.
on. Let me know if it allows you to or if it doesn't. I don't
All
remember
right.
who
What's that?
added it. All right, so you're glowing. What type of action is that?
Immune,
What do you
ability,
mean?
evasion.
Is it a move action or a standard action?
Shatters. No, I'm not seeing anything here.
I'm not
All right,
seeing
I
what
turned it on for you.
Okay.
So you are dazzled. If you want to look up in the conditions what dazzled means. So Zerael, it says
supernatural.
you can transform yourself into a blazing starlight as a
Exclamation
standard
thing.
action. So that's your standard, so you can still move if you want.
How many of these dang creatures are there on the map right now? 3?
Just stories, items,
Correct.
spells.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay. Well, no, I'm like.
Right now you're adjacent to 2 of them.
Oh, adjacent to 2 creatures.
Right, because the one with Fievel is actually in his square.
Oh, hey. Then I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right. So next is we will have them. There's one more bad guy, but he'll show up next round. All right, Serena, top of the next round is your go. So you have this ooze crawling all over you. First of all, tell me what
Okay.
you're going to do.
I don't think I can do anything really. I'm not going to cut myself. I'm not going to shoot myself. Can I
Well,
shoot
you
the
can.
creature in front of me? Is there enough of it there I can shoot it?
So you can shoot at the one with Fievel or the other one, um, or you could try using a sword on the one that's on you. I mean, you have enough control over it where you're not gonna cut yourself.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's fine. Then I will do that. Then I will see. Target.
So
Do
what does
any of
Dazzle
them
do?
have
Do you
any kind
remember?
of?
I haven't found it yet. I've looked in various places and not found it. So
Do any of them have any kind of decreases because of starlight?
Yes, the 2 who start next to you will roll to see if they're blinded. And you, she's so Dazzle. You take a -1 to attack rolls and sight-based perception checks. You just have a
okay.
-1, and that's automatic already in there. So don't worry about
Okay.
changing
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
can I do a trick attack or no?
no, because this thing is on you, so you
Right.
can't trick it into thinking you're gonna move somewhere
Right.
else because it's on you.
Okay. All right. Good.
So
All
Bobby,
right.
did you hear my answer?
Yeah, I heard your answer.
Okay.
I don't understand why he can't trick it in the fact that maybe he just falls down with it. You know? That thing's not going to expect him to stay.
It's already attached to me, so it's just going to move with me. It's not going to. I mean, there's enough of it forward that I can hit it, but not enough of it that it wouldn't know what I was doing. That's how I'm interpreting it. So,
Yep.
reaching up, grabbing bite map, slashing down at it with my solar weapon. Here we go. Come on, Nelly. Oh, yeah. 32 critical hit, which means nothing because it doesn't matter. But, however, 48. Oh, yeah.
So hold on, because it doesn't actually take all that. It doesn't know that it's not immune to criticals. So 9 and 4 is 13 plus
You
15,
said
28.
it was not. It is
28.
immune to critical. Although it is magic, so let's say it does, and it did.
17, 28. So 20. All right, go ahead. So you sort of turn your sword sideways and just scrape half this stuff off of you. Again, as you're moving it and trying to pull the stuff off, your armor is being pulled away from your body at different points, and your backpack, no space bags and stuff are trying to be pulled toward this thing.
Okay.
It's very magnetic, strong magnetic pull.
Okay, cool.
All right, and so go ahead and do your attack against the Void 8, please, Zerael. See if it's blind.
So do I just hit use or attack?
No, you would need to, because you don't have anything targeted, so you either need to drag it onto it in the map or target it, and then you can click use.
Okay, my question: which one do I click? Use or attack?
It shouldn't matter. Try use. Use seems to work better with this, with Starfinder. All right, so it failed. So do you should have blinded on there somewhere? Do you? Let me see.
You told me to click both effects. So shouldn't it automatically?
Oh no, my bad. So go ahead and remove the one that says Starlight Form Blinded from yourself,
How do I?
and then click the Starlight Form Blinded now, so it'll apply it to the ooze. Perfect.
Did
All right.
that apply to the ooze? How
Yes,
do
it
I
did.
remove it from myself?
Open
Yeah,
up.
open up the little flying bird thing, baby blue, in the compact tracker.
So it has a duration of 1, so it's already gone. So don't worry about it. You're good. All right. So it is blinded, and that means that it's flat-footed. Takes a -4 to strength and dex-based checks against perception and opposed perception checks. Fail perception checks based on sight. Opponents have total concealment against you, and you must succeed on an acrobatics check to move faster than half your speed or fall prone. Okay. So basically, let me see if this thing has a special sight. This one is also different because it isn't a special kind of black ooze. So give me a moment. It is a shadow ooze and doesn't like the light.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this thing sort of recoils back from you as you suddenly turn bright, and it is going to move away. So if you two want to take your opportunity attacks, well, you can. Fievel and Zarel.
Okay.
She gets an opportunity attack even though she's not right next to it.
She is. It's starting a square right next to her.
Oh, I thought it was one square back. Never mind.
So that's
Did
a
I
hit.
hit
Go
it?
roll your damage.
Okay.
And Fievel, go ahead and take your attack against the one to your left because it's moving.
Oh,
Ah, oh, hate that.
uh, gonna do shoot it as it's moving away. I guess I could do that.
S- yeah, so you can shoot it.
Ugh,
So no, he really wouldn't be able to shoot it. Rules is written, but I'm not going to worry about it.
I didn't need.
All right, so that's a hit.
24 damage.
Nice.
All right, and it moves back into the shadow of the fridge.
I'm coming.
So Serena, you see another ooze come out from the last fridge
Okay.
and is behind the table,
Thank God I'm looking that way, right?
sort of using the shadow of the table. All right, Zarel.
Okay. Killing my. If I go 2 squares above where Fievel is, 15 feet miss.
If you go 2 squares above where Fievel is, what was the question?
Will 15 feet miss? I'm looking at my gravity well.
So remember, the thing is on Fievel. So whatever you're doing, if you're doing a gravity well, it would have to affect Fievel as well to affect the one that's on him. But if you're just looking at
Right.
doing
They're both gonna get drugged if
correct.
I did that. I understand.
So yes, you can do it to where it only affects the one target. Skip hidden actors off. Thank you.
Oh, it's
Boom. So what is the actual range? Is it 15 feet diameter or 15-foot square radius?
actually 20 foot. It's a 20-foot radius. Range is 100 feet. Reflex with negate.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay.
So
Template. Oh, good. 15-foot cone, 20-foot
so I want to
radius.
put the center of it squares away from the one that moved away from me.
20-foot radius spell. There we go.
Where I want the center of that gravity.
Oh, hold on. Control Z. All right, so say that one more time. You want to put the center of the spell where?
2 squares to the right of that ooze that moved away. So, like 1 square in front of the table.
Layers. 20-foot radius spell.
I have no idea how to point.
You can use
Right
the right and left click.
here.
Use your mouse,
Right there.
or you can do if you hold left and right click at the same time and drag, it draws an arrow.
Can't see it?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Do I have to select everybody inside of it, or
Yeah, so you can use your target mode if you want. Just click and draw a square that, or rectangle that hits all three of them, or click each one, whatever works easier.
did it do it?
So you have
Survival ooze fluid. Okay.
all right. So what do we see? What's happening?
So I create a gravity well. Basically, it's a pull of gravity. Creatures caught in it are knocked prone, drugged toward the center of the gravity. Fivel succeeded. Does that mean he doesn't drug with it?
Correct.
Oh, way to go, Fivel.
So does that mean that it would be removed from him,
Correct.
technically? Oh, awesome.
All right. So does it say when that happens?
Good question. Oh, holy crap. If you lose me, I'm sorry. I my charger. Target, alter the. It lasts for 1 round. Feature in this spell takes effect area has succeeded a reflex closer to the area. Movement attacks of opportunities. Creatures adjacent to the spell's origin.
All right. So yeah, it happens immediately. So
Yep.
it's 1 round per level. So it's not just 1 round. Um,
So 9 minutes or 9 rounds.
9 rounds. Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So this thing pulls 2, 3, 2. All right. Let's see. Floors. I think I was just looking to see if the That's floor. Where is... Yeah, it looks like I painted everything. Otherwise, I would be able to move
Just
the
in the nick
tables
of
and
time, I
stuff. They're
got
not
done with
layers.
my phone.
All right. All right, so the way I drew this map, the I can't move the actual tables and stuff, but you see this table and the chairs, the other chair up on the corner. Everything in this area comes slamming into the center there, and these oozes are all trapped in all this debris and stuff. So,
I may even just reach out my hand to Fievel and see if I can just pull him at some point.
so those four things are all caught in the well. How high off the ground did you say you were putting it?
I didn't, but let's put it 10 feet.
So at the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay. So this all this stuff is jammed up into the ceiling. The light shatters in that section. All right, 5-0. So
Grab my hand, dude.
you
Grab my
feel
hand.
yourself being pulled with this huge mass of like a black hole. I presume you want to try to fight your way out. So you must. So go ahead and give him another reflex save.
Me?
Yes. No, she's got it. She's got this thing that tells you whether or not you'll succeed or not. So you've got the oozes. You can use the toggle to clear all targets, and then just.
Oh, hang on. I'm on the wrong page. I'm like, where is? Do I just click the button? Oh, and I have.
Yeah. So clear all your targets. Yep, and then target 5-0 and click the use or whatever it was you did last time.
Had him retarget. I don't remember what I did.
It's the use. You can do use. That's fine. Or attack. There you go. He saves easily. So you want to move back out of that purple area. And then what else do you want to do? So you see sort of hiding behind the table is another ooze. And there's another one on Serena. Or you can try to take a pot shot at the two that are stuck up in the ceiling.
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how much of an effect this is gonna have on them. I read it like 3 times while I've been waiting my turn. I am going the two that are stuck up in the ceiling. I am going to throw. Move down, please. I have a microbot grenade.
Okay. Interesting.
Nice.
So you don't have to worry about hitting because
Yeah,
the
It's just
gravity's
gonna
pulling
gravitate.
everything in. All you so you have to do is just sort of toss it
Love it.
foot in front of you, and it'll get sucked in. Whoosh. Um, let me go ahead and see exactly what this thing does.
That gravity well so makes me happy. Oh my gosh.
uh,
All right,
micro.
so When it detonates, the blast radius is filled with microbots like those created by the Maka. It doesn't matter. The microbots consider only creatures in the blast radius to be the thrower's enemies, and they do not discriminate between allies and enemies. All right, so
So if anyone goes into the edits,
all right, so with
the Mach
this
2.
thing, what we're gonna say that is that these things will just take damage from it because they're trying with this gravity well, it's messing everything up. So these microbots are just gonna be sitting there attacking. You know, they come out, explode, but then they immediately are drawn back in. So they're just destroying all this furniture and equipment and these oozes, everything. So just do 2d6. Does it have a damage on it in the interactions page?
Interactions page.
Because they're not going to get a save because they can't react. They can't move away from it at all, so it automatically hits.
No, but the damage is 2d6 for 3
There it is.
rounds.
All right, so go ahead and roll 2d6 twice.
Seven. And 5.
Nice.
All right, so this guy's 12 is up in the magnet. 12. 7. So he takes 57. No C.
Yes, she will be shooting at the which one is it here? Come on. The ooze void, the void ooze, 14 down in the lower right hand corner. Go. She's targeted. She's got her semi-auto,
Ooze 12.
and that's it.
Ferrofluid
Missed.
12 and 8.
She curses under her breath. I'm getting some target practice as soon as we get back to the ship.
52. All right. And so 17 is the one who's down below. It's actually the one on Serena.
No, it's the one farther down. The void ooze.
Right. The ferrofluid is on 17 is on Serena.
Right.
And it's his turn.
Oh, okay. Got it. Excuse me.
It dropped on the wrong person, but that's okay. It would have been a miss for her too. So last is Chris, and then we will be finished for the night. Running a couple minutes late, but we're getting there. So you hear this huge intake, and all you hear is crashing and smashing. You can't really tell what's happening because you can't see it. But you see Fievel's hair and everything, and the thing gets ripped off him somehow as all this stuff. You see the table suddenly whoosh, move up.
Okay.
Scooch by Nosy. Don't go behind me.
Okay. So there's still one on Serena. I will move up.
What's his name? Fireball.
Move up to there, I guess.
Making sure I leave a note.
No, I might as well get in. Wait, would I have a chance of hitting Serena if I attacked in any way? And would that change if I used a melee or ranged?
The only way you would hurt her is if you rolled a critical. I mean, a critical miss.
1.
Fumble.
Okay.
1.
Don't roll a 1.
And no, it wouldn't change if it was melee or ranged.
Okay, I guess I use my hand to try to. I'll move my last 5 feet.
Okay. Are you injecting anything or just attacking?
Might as well hit it with the basic -5 damage resist.
Okay. So this one is a ferrofluid ooze. If you want to give me a roll, this is a life science. So it's a roll. Give me a roll on life science. So this thing is very common. 5, so plus 10, 12. All right, so you know that this thing is immune. Has a resistance to electricity.
Okay. But I have 2 different things. One is DR and one is resistance. I wanted to do the DR one.
It does not have. It does not have a DR. Doesn't
Oh.
have a damage resistance.
Oh. Well, I already said I would use the. Or could you let me change it to the -2 to AC?
Yeah, because as you're moving, you're looking at this thing, studying it, and trying to remember what you know about these.
Okay, then I'll do the -2 to AC. I mean, I don't really need to, but whatever.
All right, so as he moves forward, you see his hands form into these like these long tubes made of crystal, and he inserts one of his little injector things into one of his capsules into his wrist, and crystals form around it, and he slams into this thing, and this stuff is injected into the ooze as he rips into it, and it slowly starts to die. And did you kill it? No, partially resisted. Okay. For some reason I saw something else. Okay, so and you've already put the effect on it. Perfect. All right, so that is where we will end it for tonight. So we
Quick
have.
question before we go.
Okay.
How long has it been as far as time since I cast my starlight form?
1 round.
It's
6
been
seconds.
1 round, so like 6 seconds. Okay.
Yep, so if it goes 10 rounds, that'll be a minute, and then we'll have to take off another tick. So you're good to go. All right,
I was
well,
just making a note.
Say again?
I was wanting to make a note just so that I knew ahead of time. Because we're not going to come back for a week.
Right. Okay, well, you should have, let's see. Oh, you don't. Okay, it doesn't have a duration in your. I guess that makes sense because oh yeah, duration is 89. So you have, so it's a total of 10 minutes right now. But anyway, so, so yes, and pretty much you want to make sure that if there is a map, then that means there's something there. So there are several floors where you're going through. There's nothing there. So I'm not going to draw a map for that. But if I take the time to draw a map, then that means you should explore it. There's something there. So it's a little metagamey. Your characters wouldn't know it, but if you step into a room, oh, there's nothing here, and just close the door. Well, if there's a map, there's something there. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so thank you guys so much for playing with me. I appreciate it. Bobby, it's
Thank you
nice to
for
have you
running it.
back.
I wanted to
Yes,
talk to
glad to
you
have
real
you back.
quick. I
Thanks for,
wanted to talk
Okay,
to you
no
real
problem.
quick before I got off.
Let me go ahead and turn off the stream.
Yep.
So guys, thank
thanks for
you.
watching, guys.
I will.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Well, it
Check
was
out the
fun.
Okay.
past.
I gotta go.
All right.
Good
Thanks
night.
thanks.
Bye.
Later, guys.
Check out the past ones on YouTube, and whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day.
Fan is still
So-
talking to the stream.